Welcome back, everybody. It's that time of the week for the Simple MMO Weekly Guild Stats video. This week, we'll be covering 26 March through 2 April of 2023. So let's just get right into it. Let's get into the guild details portion of this video. Boom, full screen. Here's what we got. Let's actually zoom in here. Whoa, enhance, baby. We have a total of 10 newly active guilds. Of note, Go, up at the top here, is an old school guild. They've been around for a long time. In fact, they're the 572nd guild created. We have now over 2,500 guilds, so they've been around for a while. Their guild leader and co-leader have actually become active again recently, but the rest of the guild is dead in the water. So I don't know if we'll actually see this guild resurrect or if it's just a one-time thing. We'll have to find out, that's for sure. Another note here, Avalon's second order. Easily you could tell, or you may tell, that the Order of Avalon has created a second guild. Hence the name, Second Order. Wandering Misfits, a friend of Couchcat, Xena the Jinxed, they have created a new guild, Wandering Misfits, and it's stepping only. So if you're really into stepping, check it out. Highly recommend that one. And then one last one, the Moonlight Council did a really good guild bio. It's a nice little story there. So if you're bored and got nothing else to do, check it out. Give it a read. Give the Lord of Moonlight a little wave in the game. You know, be a little kind. Let's move over to the deleted guilds. So first and foremost, the biggest guild that we had 30 members. And that's one more step. And their guild leader, Wallabies, moved on to Rain Factory. Makes sense. Rain Factory is a great guild. Unfortunate that, 30 guildies have been displaced and now are in need of new homes. But you know what? Sacrifices have to be made. Sometimes you gotta join the better guild. Secondly, one Russian guild here has been deleted and the guild leaders moved on to another Russian guild. So that's pretty cool. And of course you have the guild Poland's, and Kropla has just not moved on. He's fine being homeless without a guild, so I get that. All right. That is your guild details for the week. Now, let's move into the dashboard here. So let's zoom in on that top row right here. 553 total guilds have been active since the version 9.0 update. 10 newly active guilds this week that we just covered. Of those 553, 272 are PvE only guilds, and 281 are PvP enabled guilds. We have not seen this yet since the weekly guild sets have started. The PvE and PvP numbers are all so close together. It's a 9 guild difference there. We don't see it. Normally it's like a 60-40% split. It's almost 50-50 split on the PvE and PvP. So I wonder if that's because of the guild updates that Mike has been pushing out, where really, if you're not interested in doing wars, you need to go PvE. Just a little note there. So it is interesting. I'm going to keep track of that, and we'll see what happens from there. Now, let's move on to the actual good portion here. Well, I mean, it's all good, but you know what I mean. Everyone wants to see the actual top 10, right? Top 10 PvP for this past week. Friendly is on top with 10 mil. They came out of nowhere from the 26th through the 2nd. 26th of March through the 2nd of April. Awesome job to them. Of course, you got the Forest, Babel, Golden Arrows, Wolf Blood. These are all pretty high-level guilds that we see constantly between the weekly guild stats and the seasonal guild leaderboards. However, the Russian guild is crushing it. They're like, you know what? We got a lot of motivation from that seasonal guild leaderboard. We're going to crush it on the weekly guild leaderboard next time. Or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I doubt we're the actual inspiration, but, kick ass to those guys. Keep up the hard work. That's awesome to see. Of course, you got Murder of Universe, Heaven and Hell, The Knights Who Say Ye, and Guerrilla Wizards. Those are your, these normally classic guilds that we see constantly, week in, week out. Let's move on over to the PvE portion. This is your top 10 PvE guilds for the week. The Titans came out on top. First and foremost, we're seeing 3 guilds here who have broken that 1 mil barrier that seems to be really hard for those PvE guilds. You have the Titans on top, you have the Peaceful Crusade next, then you have a god-awful named guild that just goes on and on and on and on. I'm not even going to attempt to say here. Of course, you have your others: Deadly Cute, Ornate Garden, Cheese Cult, Trash, Friendly, Elysium's on here. Shout out to Alec, nice work there. And then you have Aquathenaeum. Forgive me, guys. Forgive me, Mamo, and Jihan. Oh man, if I'm mispronouncing everyone's names wrong today, please forgive me. But huge shout out to those folks. Honestly, that Aquathenaeum or whatever. I am terrible with words, but that's a guild that people should join if you want to be in PvE. Their leader and co-leader are pretty freaking awesome. So huge shout out to them. But yeah, that will be it for this week's weekly guild stats. Kind of redundant there, but you know what I mean. If you liked the video, please hit that like button. If you want trash talk all the other guilds, or you're interested in this PvE and PvP breakdown, leave a comment down below. And as always, if you keep coming back for these videos, please subscribe. We'll see you next time. See ya.